Stage, the very, very funny Madge.
Hello! It's very nice to be in this general Hereford area. Last time I was this way, actually, I was on a train from Hereford to Leominster. That's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Leominster. Yeah. And I saw this man like walking down the platform, and he's walking like slowly. Then when he got to me, he slapped me at the back of the head. I went, "I am sorry," and then just carried on walking. Is that normal? Is that a normal kind of greeting around here? So today I travelled by car because I wasn't going to take any risks. Before I carry on, I just want to explain my outfit. I am trying to take comedy a bit more seriously, and they say that comedians should dress better than their audience, but I think I've gone a little bit too far and ended up looking like a snooker player. Laughing too much, so apologies for that. But it's not all laughs, because I've actually got some bad news.
Oh no.
That's the right noise to make when somebody's got some bad news. I got home last night after a gig to discover that my doormat had been stolen.
Oh, so's mine.
Yes. So's yours?
Yeah.
Who's doing this? Who would steal a doormat? I'm beginning to think that it's like they've started some sort of like NVQ foundation level in burglary. Yeah. Not to be confused with an NVQ in buggery. That's a totally different class. But a lot of people do get the two mixed up because illiteracy is rife among thieves. So you should imagine their chubby little faces when they turn up for the first class. Oh. But it got me thinking, right? Like, what should I do about it? What should I do? Should I phone the police like that stolen snowman woman? Well, it ain't a nice area, but at the end of the day, you don't expect someone to steal your doormat. The thing is, I do live in a nice area. There are palm trees on my street. Well, there might be giant yucca plants, but I like to think they're palm trees. And anyway, just in case they do come back, because they always say that like a thief always returns to the scene of the crime. In case they come back and try and lift the numbers off my door next week, I've had some training actually, some PowerPoint training, and I just want them to know that I've noticed it's missing. I mean, I couldn't give a description of it to the police anyway, so I can't remember what it looks like. I mean, you don't know what your doormat looks like. All you know is it was there, and then there's some like weird stain on the floor where it used to be. So in the weird place where it used to be, right, I've decided that I'm going to stick a notice, and the first one says, "Don't think I haven't noticed that my doormat's missing, 'cause I have." Now, I did toy with the idea of putting an exclamation mark at the end, but I didn't want to come across as too aggressive. So, oh, and by the way, this is Franklin Medium Gothic, bold, point size 66, in case you're interested. It's quite nice, isn't it? And then I thought, I should try and be a bit more Buddhist about it, a bit more karmic about it. And I thought, so instead of using that one, I might actually use this next one, which I can't remember what it says. I hope you enjoyed my doormat as much as I did, wanker. Now, I did fail slightly on the Buddhist part at the end, but they do say that anger is a protection, so, I don't want them lifting the numbers, as I said, because otherwise it'd just be like a number 60, just like faint. Yeah, you get the idea. and then I thought I'd appeal to their better nature, because there could be a very good reason. I mean, it's been the Christmas period, maybe someone threw up on it or had some other kind of accident. So I thought, I'd be a bit more woolly liberal about it and say, whatever you did to my doormat that made you discard the evidence, it's okay, you can tell me. So So when I get home and find the sellotapes, I'm going to stick one of these down, or I might have them on rotation. I haven't decided. But I think we've all learned something from that, and that's the fact that I should probably just let go and buy a new doormat. Well, they cost £1. I don't know how much doormats cost. I never bought one before. It just came with the flat. Yeah, enough about my doormat. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've recently turned 30.
Woo!
Thank you very much. Nobody more surprised than me that I made it. And since turning 30, I've... I was told actually, I had it on good authority that you get amazing sex once you turn 30. But... Well, I've been 30 since July now. And so far nothing. I keep checking the post box each day and it still hasn't arrived. In fact, the last time I had sex, Michael Jackson died. And before you ask, no, I wasn't on top. It wasn't my fault. But I've abstained since, just in case I take out of the world famous celebrities with my libido. Now, bear with me on this last one. It never used to be an ambition of mine, but ever since that online quiz went around, how sexually deviant are you? Has anyone heard of this quiz? No, it's just me and my friends. Anyway, ever since this famous online quiz went around, I've been determined to beat my best friend Jane, and I only need 100 points to do it. But it got me thinking, is licking someone's eyeball really a sexual act? No. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you'd have to declare in a relationship, is it? Let me illustrate. In a bit. So, how was last night? Yeah, it was good. Listen, I've got something to tell you. What is it? Well, I had a few too many, and I licked someone's eyeball. You did what? How can I ever trust you again? Look, it was just a drunken eyeball lick. It meant nothing. Oh, please, God, tell me that you were safe. Yes, she was wearing contact lenses. But even with protection, you can't be 100% sure. Look, calm down. She told me that she'd recently been for an EYE test.
Hey!
Sorry, you're knocking your mics down. I'm really sorry about that. So I think we'll all agree that's not the sort of conversation you're ever likely to ever hear ever again. Do you ever wonder how Gandhi got his glasses?
Spectators.
Yeah, I think so too, because I don't think he got them in a fight. I reckon he did go to the opticians like everybody else. And after the gruelling process of the eye test, the EYE test, to which, Gandhi never gave a clear answer to the question, is it better with or without, they moved on to choosing the frames. So, Mr. Gandhi, have you thought about which frames you would like? Now, the reason I've chosen a Welsh accent for the optician is the fact that I don't know whether Gandhi was still in India when he got his glasses or whether he'd moved over to South Africa. And I've looked on Wikipedia and that information just isn't there. Maybe you could go home tonight and write it in for me, that'd be great. So I decided to choose a neutral accent. So, Mr. Gandhi, have you thought about which frames you would like? No. I can never get through this in one piece today. No. Lay off the acetate frames, otherwise you'll end up looking like an hipster twat. Yes. How about these? Nothing says non-violent protest. That's Geordie, isn't it? Non-violent protest. More than a pair of steel-rimmed spectacles. There's nowhere to go after that, so I'm going to go now. But before I do, if anybody else would like to lick somebody else's eyeball, now that I've mentioned it and planted the seed in your head, I'll be at the bar later getting drunk, and I wear contact lenses. So thank you very much, you've been lovely. Thank you.
for that generous round of applause for Madge.